Hey guys, what's good? Mike here, Laker Talk. Alright, so I'm going to start from the beginning, give my thoughts on all the events that's transpired over the last few days. Let's start with the Boogie Cousins trade. Boogie Cousins gets traded, Lakers involved, and we were involved, but talks break down because we didn't want to involve Brandon Ingram. I'm pissed about that. I was pissed about it when it happened because I would have given up Brandon Ingram. Somebody tweeted me and saying that there was a lot involved, that there was D'Angelo Russell, Randall, and they wanted us to throw in Brandon Ingram. That's obviously way too much. That would have depleted us. But if it's Brandon Ingram and a couple of scrubs, you know, like our top 3 protected pick or whatever, or a future pick and Lou Williams or whatever, you do that trade 10 times out of 10 times, in my opinion. The Lakers are currently in rebuild mode. And if you line up DeMarcus Cousins, D'Angelo Russell, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, Larry Nance Jr., Lou Williams, or whatever, and you say, who do you want to build your franchise with right now, starting today, going forward from here on out? I'm picking DeMarcus Cousins 100 out of 100 times, okay? I don't care what you think, what you say. That would have been my choice. I love Brandon Ingram, but I'm willing to give him up to start a rebuild around DeMarcus Cousins. People are saying that, hey, we would have been renting him. No, I don't believe that. I think we could offer him that 5th year. He would have resigned with LA. His agent already talked about how he wants to go to probably to LA through free agency or whatever, to be determined. But I would have done so, picked him up, and DeMarcus Cousins have more heart than anybody on our team can dream of. He has obviously a temperament issue, but you know what? Sit down with Laker, vets, and with our tradition, DeMarcus Cousins just needed a hug from Magic, and he would have been fine. But the deal fell through. Not gonna cry over spilt milk. He's now with the Pelicans. That squad is scary, and we'll be facing them over the next few years. And anyway, so that's that. So that deal fell through. Couple days go by, Magic Johnson becomes basketball operations. Mitch Kupchak, Jim Buss out. That happens this morning. Internet goes crazy. I was like, wow, my initial reaction. Then 5 minutes go by, and I'm like, I actually like the move. Why? Because I was upset over the Boogie thing, the Boogie miss. There was reports that Jim Buss actually wanted Boogie really bad. Mitch Kupchak controlled the phones and controlled the talk, and it broke down. In my estimation, in my feeling, if that tweet was correct, and it came from a verified source, if that tweet is correct, my feeling is this: Jim Buss just threw his hands up and said, sis, I'm about to go to Vegas and gamble. I'm done with all this basketball operations. Let's fire Mitch. You let your boy Magic run the show. Starting today. That's what I felt happened, because Jim Buss is still the owner, and I think that he just ultimately was like, I'm done. The writing's on the wall anyway. You're gonna do it probably next year. He's like, let's just get Mitch out of here, and start with Magic and start fresh. That's what I feel, because Jim Buss is still an owner. He still values the Lakers. He still gets checks from the Lakers, so he wants the best for the Lakers. So I think he and his sister made that deal. That's my feeling. And he was like, I'm done with the VP basketball operation. Just give it to Magic. So Magic comes in, and Magic is now bringing in Rob Pelinka. I know nothing about Rob Pelinka, but people say that he is a great basketball mind, from some verified sources on Twitter, saying that he knows talent. He's, and all I know is that he's been in business with Kobe for the last 20 years. If Kobe keeps him around, obviously he's one of the smart, bright guys, and he has so many top talent clients in the NBA. You can only think that he's gonna make some smart moves. They say he gave up his, what's interesting is, like, he's an agent. It's like, huh? That's not a conflict, but obviously he pulled like a Donald Trump. He gave his business up to his employees for right now, and he's managing, is gonna GM the Lakers. So we'll see how that goes. and you know, we'll go from there. But then comes out Lou Williams gets traded. Lou Williams gets traded to Houston Rockets for Corey Brewer and a first-round pick. Again, this makes me chuckle because on the surface, the value that we got back means absolutely nothing. A late first-round pick and Corey Brewer. Now, Corey Brewer is a 10 times better defender than Lou Williams, and you look on the bright side, you get 10 times better defender, and you free up minutes for D'Angelo and more playing time for D'Angelo. That's if D'Angelo stops being inconsistent and actually steps up and wants to own this team. I don't have any faith in that. To be determined. Let's see if it all works out. But Lou Williams, you know, 20-point scorer off the bench, going to Houston right now under D'Antoni's system to play with the Rockets. Are you kidding me? That squad is stacked. So now you got the Pelicans that are super stacked. You got the Rockets that are stacked, and we're going 4 steps backwards. Are you kidding me? Like, we're going to be competing with these guys anytime soon? No way. You think D'Angelo Russell, Randall, Jordan Clarkson competing with these guys? Now you got these teams that are like elite teams. Now you got the Clippers, you got the Warriors, you got you know, Portland. You got, I mean, what we're digging ourselves deeper in the hole. It's like I only like all the stuff that's going on if this is piling up to make other additional trades. You know, maybe we flip Nick Young for a late first-round pick or an early second, and we package those deals for an all-star like Jimmy Butler. I have no idea. I'm not excited about. I'm excited about the change and stuff like that that's happened, but at the end of the day, we're still a sorry team. We're still 30th in power rankings based on a power ranking I saw, I think by Fox Sports or something like that. It's like we're 30th, okay? So at what point do we say, you know what, damn the lottery, you know, damn these draft picks, let's just try to start winning. Let's try to move up. When are we going to get an all-star? When are we going to get close to the playoffs? When are we going to get, you know, start going in the right direction? Right now, I don't see any of that. It's a lot of change, a lot of hoopla, a lot of noise. I'm happy that, you know, I was pissed off because I like the change that happened with Magic and the new GM, but I hope things starts to go around because, again, like I said in my last video, I don't have any faith in our young core. So, but let me just say this. I did go on record and say I would have traded Brandon Ingram for Boogie Cousins, but I wouldn't have given our entire young core to the Kings because that would have depleted us. But obviously it's a shame also like what they traded Boogie Cousins for. Like they got absolutely nothing, the Kings that is. And if that doesn't motivate him to mature and just ball out, I don't know what will. But anyway, my point is this. I love Brandon Ingram. I love Brandon Ingram. But I always thought if you're going to capture an all-star like Boogie Cousins in return, you got to give up some value. So I would have given him up. Now, the thing about Brandon Ingram, I love Brandon Ingram. Okay, obviously he needs to work on his mechanics. His shot is completely off. But I like, you know, everything about him. His wingspan, his height, his basketball IQ, his defense, his dribbling, his handles, his passing abilities. You know, his two-way player. But shot-wise, his shot's broken. In a sense, you know, he's 95% long on every shot. He can't hit free throws. He needs to change his mechanics up, changes his release point. His release to me is a little bit too slow. It was okay in college, but the NBA is 10 times fast, and he just needs to improve in those areas. Now, would he become a superstar in the future? I don't believe so. I think he's like your third best player at his height, at his ceiling. So, you know, that's just that. But at the end of the day, I like Brandon Ingram. Just because I would have given him up doesn't mean anything like I don't like him. So I like Brandon Ingram. You know, and to me, everybody on this squad is trade bait. But Magic says he wants to develop a young core. You know, I just yawn to that and go, whatever. You know, at the end of the day, we're still where we're at. We still have this young core. We're still inconsistent, and we got to start doing something. You know, people are saying tank right now for that third pick. You know, I do at this point, it's kind of forcing my hand to kind of go that way, although I didn't want to think about the lottery mindset. But obviously our only best bet is to get that pick, and that becomes valuable. Now we can package that top 3 pick with a youngin and acquire an all-star at that point, some superstar. That would be ideal. So that's what I'm hoping for at this moment. You know, that's the best case scenario for the Lakers right now. So to be determined. At the end of the day, we're still ranked 30th in a lot of folks' power rankings, and we'll see if we how we finish the last part of the season. This gives D'Angelo Russell no excuse. He better ball out, average at least 20 points a game for the rest of the season with the minutes and the shots that he's going to be taking or given. So we'll go from there. Hopefully he does that, then his stock value goes up, and then we get that 3rd pick. And then we have a lot of value to package for some of the all-star out there. That's my thoughts. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. And if you're commenting, liking, subscribing, as always, follow me on Twitter, Mike Sports LA. Talk soon, guys. Peace.